Hello again. This week I've mostly been bloody freezing in the shed. It's been very cold. I've just been experimenting this week. Well, actually the last few weeks I've been experimenting with a few things. Made a nice little sort of oak bowl with two flat sides, which you can see on my Facebook page, which is www.facebook.com/turningworks. So you'll be able to find that there. But this week, this project, what I'm filming now, is going to be similar to one that actually came off and hit me in the face. This goes back to all the warnings that you get from pretty much every single wood turner on the planet when they do videos like this, which is to wear one of these. Now, I always wear it, even when I'm between centres, unless I'm sanding or something like that, but even then I do usually wear it. So but I was making this, and what it is a, well, it's a mess now, it's 2 bits, but what it was meant to be a nice little sort of flat bowl. You see, I got it reasonably sort of, oh dear, this is so hard to hold because it's cracked right in the middle, but anyway, it's sort of fairly even, a little bit thick just at that bit there, but apart from that, it was actually going all right. Apart from, I did a mortise in the bottom, and I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to use a foot because you can just see through there. Well, I can just see through there. There's a hole. So anyway, so I was wearing this, all lovely and safe. This came off the lathe at 1,800 revolutions a minute, and even though it's quite a little light piece of wood, this came off, smacked me, and it felt like someone sort of punched me in the face. So that wasn't very particularly nice, but I was inspired, and that's what it's all about, because obviously you make mistakes and you learn from them. So, but I love this sort of idea. I've watched many videos recently. So why I decided to do this project is, as I say, I've done like a little bowl on, and I'll post it on Facebook. It's going to be a rectangle. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to leave these square. I'm going to round these off. So you have a nice little radius on there, which will look nice. It's on a screw chucky thing with some penny washers. That's locked in very, very tightly, that is. But the penny washers obviously give it a spacing, which means it's not going in the wood. It's only going into about that far. Okay, which leaves me plenty of room to play around with this side. Now, what I want to do is, I want to make like a nice little flat top, and then a bowl coming down. Oh god, you're not going to be able to see this. You see that? There you go. My artistic skills, they're awesome. So we've got a bowl here, and then we're going to have a flat top at the top, obviously, there. We might have like a nice little raised lip to the bowl there. But that's what this is going to be. So hopefully, stick with me, we might even get there. Hopefully it won't come off and smack me in the face, because if this smacks me in the face, I'm going to know about it. So hopefully it won't. Let's carry on and see what happens. One thing we have to remember is that this is end grain. Okay, so end grain means bowl gouge. Don't forget your mask. Man, those shavings are hot. Whew. I think I've just cooked myself actually. Wow. Awesome. Cook Dave. When you're turning things like this, make sure you definitely spin it, definitely lock it down, make sure there's no catches. Go on that in, yeah. So I'll carry on like that, and we'll come back in a minute. There's the inside the bowl done. Managed to have a little lip there as well. Just got to do a little bit of scraping in there with a freshly sharpened scraper, round nose scraper, and yeah, there's a little bump there, but I'm going to take that out. But that's where I want it to be. And here it is. Quite a good finish inside. That's just dust, does not tear up. Pretty smooth, probably the best finish I've got so far on the inside of a bowl. The curve is great. The grain is cut really nicely. It's actually cut rather than tearing. It's actually really smooth. I must say, I think I've impressed myself. Well, that was a really enjoyable one. Again, this is like a prototype, like the 2 square edge bowl. This was something different I wanted to try. So it's a nice little, yeah, maker's mark on the bottom. Nice, so it's indented, but it's slightly raised on the very edge, so it's keeps off the table. Maker's mark, very clean under there. Look, quite pleased with that actually. That's grain marks. That's not. Oh, well, it's a little bit there. So there we go. There's a bottom. There's a top. Nice transition in there. Nice clean top. A lot of sanding by hand up down here with a tiny little block of onward sandpaper like that. Just keep it all nice and flat, and it's actually, yeah, it's really pleased. I think it's a quite successful piece. I'm just off to go and watch Steve. It's Sunday night, and it's 21 minutes past 9. And I've got my beer ready, Steve. Quite excited to see what craziness you're going to come up with this week. This Thursday is the 1st of November. And that for me is a very special day, because that will be 1 whole year of wood turning. So I'm going to drink to that as well, and drink to this piece, and drink to Steve, and drink to anybody who wants to have a beer with me. So cheers guys, I shall see you next time, and probably be a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks till my next one, and but stay in there, it hopefully should be an interesting one. And yeah, I'll stop talking and drink the beer. Oh, if you want to see how much fun I have sanding, then stick around. I'm going to show you some photographs of this bowl, and after that there'll be a little clip of me sanding and how I do it. Cheers.